It's no secret that NBA players, especially those who have succeeded in making a name for themselves, cash in huge amounts of money each year. From their team contracts, endorsements, and own businesses, they are sure to earn more than enough for their needs and many wants, and sure enough, NBA players are known to love the finer things in life. So today we're going to check out some of the most incredible mansions from our favorite NBA stars. But before that, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. First on our list is Phoenix Suns guard Devin Booker. Booker has always had a special place in his heart for Paradise Valley since he got drafted 5 years ago. In 2017, he literally began to have his own special place in the valley after purchasing a house near the cross-section of Lincoln Drive and Scottsdale Road. The estate is over 5,500 square feet, with Booker having to shell out almost $3.3 million for it. It holds 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, a pool, a private spa, exercise space, and a 4-car garage that sits on an acre of land. If you were actually interested in this home, good news! Booker has actually listed it up for sale this year. You only have to cough up a bit more than what Devin paid, since he's lived in it and all, only $4.2 million. Next is Karl Anthony Towns' glitzy estate in Medina, worth $4.5 million. The Minnesota Timberwolves 7-foot center bought this just 2 years ago. The house by Mooney Lake was previously owned by an ex-auto dealer mogul, Denny Hecker. The 17,251 square foot property comes with 5 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, indoor and outdoor pools, a golf hole, a tennis court complete with a tea house, and other amenities. It looks like Towns will be keeping this new home for quite some time as well, given that he's more than capable of paying its property taxes of about $68,000 with his $190 million 5-year contract extension with the Wolves. Pretty impressive. Next, from living in an apartment near Verizon Center, John Wall transferred to a behemoth mansion in the Potomac back in 2013. This cost him just about $4.9 million. This came months after he signed an $80 million 5-year deal with the Washington Wizards. When he signed this contract, the NBA point guard admitted that he was indeed looking for a place big enough to accommodate his family, friends, and other people visiting him in the state. So, he made it happen. Not only is it big enough for every family occasion imaginable, the 2-acre land is even large enough to house his teammate Robert Griffin III's $2.5 million home. Now, of course, it has everything a professional athlete needs for his home, including a 6-car garage, home theater, pool, hot tub with a waterfall, outdoor grill and cabana, fitness room, steam room, tennis court, putting green, volleyball court, and, in case he wants to work from home, an indoor basketball court. Now that he's out of commission, he's certainly making the most out of his enormous home.
And I decided to take him on a little Christmas shopping spree to get some toys.
I'm gonna go out my school.
Next up, we have New Orleans point guard Lonzo Ball, who scored a fixer-upper in Chino Hills, California in 2017.
And nobody knew about Chino Hills until a couple years ago. Now everybody know about it. My home.
The then Lakers rookie, Ball wasted no time in burning through his professional fees and closed a rundown mansion in his hometown city only 2 months after the draft. The then 20-year-old Lorenzo paid $5.2 million for this second-hand villa. The entire estate centers around this villa, which badly needed some TLC. Also featured a home theater, a library, a fireplace, a separate 1,200 square foot guest house, a pool, and a cabana. How much the Ball family actually spent in renovations has never been revealed.
Anywhere you go.
This was an upgrade, wasn't it?
Super upgrade. You see all the chandeliers be changing up and down.
Although Lonzo has always claimed that the property is his father's, and the real estate documents proved it was under his name as well. This didn't matter so much since the young player is rarely seen in his family mansion. Instead, he settled for his bat cave at the Ritz-Carlton Residences at LA, which he purchased for about $1.6 million. Coming in next is Damian Lillard in his absurdly private home in Lake Oswego, Oregon. When the Portland Trail Blazers point guard began his professional career in 2013, it was clear that Lillard is not your typical basketball player. He scored more than 20 points and over 7 assists in each of his first 3 games.
16 points, 12 this quarter.
Since then, he's been loyal to the Trail Blazers and has been able to tally his career points relatively high with his original team, contributing a total of 60 points in their game against the Brooklyn Nets. Despite all of the success, Lillard is determined to live a relatively private life. That's why there's not a lot to talk about his $6.6 million home in Lake Oswego. As far as we know, Damian bought the almost 5-acre mansion in 2017. Moving on, there aren't too many photos of Dirk Nowitzki's massive estate that costs almost $8 million, but trust me when I tell you that the house is absolutely stunning. Built in 2003 in a classic colonial style, the house is located right around the corner from Mark Cuban's huge estate. It has over 9,000 square feet of living space with 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. It also has a tennis court on site, a huge pool, and a nice pond in the back. It looks like the former German power forward is not content on just one enormous estate in the Lone Star State, though. Just late last year, the Maverick legend purchased a gorgeous 11,394 square foot home in the exclusive Preston Hollow neighborhood in Dallas. The home has been on the market for over a year and was originally priced at $8.25 million in 2018. But Dirk got it for a not-so-dirty cheap price of $5.75 million. And guess who's his neighbor in the other residence? We'll give you a clue. The one and only Mavericks owner.
I put you guys on a hell of a ride with a lot of ups and downs, and you guys always stuck with me.
Next, we have Chris Paul, who is somewhat of a real estate entrepreneur these past few years. He previously owned Avril Lavigne's old mansion in Bel Air for $8.5 million, which he bought in 2012. The 8-bedroom Mediterranean-style domicile included a 10-car garage, a gym, a sauna, a wine cellar, an outdoor living room, pool, and a jacuzzi. However, he recently said goodbye to the 12,000 square foot after finally selling it off for $8.7 million in 2017. Just a year later, he also bid farewell to his Calabasas home for a hefty price of $11 million. Then he bought the 10,400 square foot house in 2015 for almost $9 million. He obviously made millions out of these properties alone. Despite not having any publicly known mansions, the OKC point guard still deserves to be on this list for his previously owned extravagant mansions. Next is LA Lakers center Dwight Howard. After selling off his already expensive $7.8 million home in Florida, Howard has successfully moved into his new property in Atlanta, which costs about $8.8 million. It is worth mentioning, though, that the former Magic player sold his Chateau d'Orsay at a loss, with only being able to sell it for $4.9 million. The almost $3 million loss did not stop him from moving into his new crib, which covers 35,000 square feet that holds 5 kitchens, 3 laundry rooms, and a massive 14-car garage.
I literally don't take anything for granted, and I enjoy every single moment, no matter what it is.
Now we take a look at Blake Griffin's Pacific Palisades estate worth $9 million. The NBA All-Stars home sits on 3 acres and totals 9,100 square feet. Griffin bought this sweet house back in 2014 after coming to his own in the 2013-2014 season. But in 2018, the NBA star has already listed this modified colonial mansion for a sky-high price of $12 million, which he dropped to about $11 million a year later. Now, he owns a relatively modest but brand new mansion in Manhattan Beach for $4 million on top of another newly built residence in Studio City, which he bought for $2.3 million.
It's a physical game. Oh, nailed by Blake Griffin.
The late great Black Mamba Kobe Bryant is next.
His ruthless drive became known as the Mamba mentality.
I have no fear whatsoever. If I take the last second shot and I miss, so what?
Kobe was enjoying his fortune and his life and owned 3 mansions all in Newport Beach, California, with a combined value of almost $19 million in 2012. His biggest one was priced at $9.45 million, but out of all of his 3 homes, the main consideration of this family man was their safety and security. That's why he backed out of buying a 9.5-acre property in Coto de Caza worth $13.5 million when he was just a newlywed to his wife Vanessa. This particular home had a pirate ship parked in its backyard. Despite not opting for this crazy home, it is clear that the Bryants were indeed content with their 3 properties, sharing many memories that will certainly not be forgotten. You and Gianna are sorely missed, Kobe.
What can I say? Mamba out.
Now we move to Chris Bosh. After agreeing to a 5-year, $118 million contract with Miami Heat in 2014, Bosh decided to sell his Pacific Palisades home, which he got for $9.4 million. He listed the property for a total price of $14.5 million. And if you think this is too much, remember that the place is no ordinary mansion. It houses 6 bedrooms, 8 baths, a large infinity pool with a swim-up bar, and an island picnic area. Aside from this, it also boasts a tiki hut, outdoor pizza oven, a theater, and an in-home billiards hall. If you thought that the Pacific Palisades estate was amazing, you should take a closer look at Bosh's newest house, a mind-blowing 12,000 square feet home in North Bay Road, Miami Beach, Florida. It has an inside elevator, another infinity pool with an all-white interior, Chris spent over $12 million for this dreamy estate, and from the looks of it, it's well worth the price.
Chris Bosh with some extraordinary plays at both ends of the floor.
Next up, after selling their Miami Beach home for still double the price, DWade and Gabrielle Union spent a fortune in another residential property, this time through an off-market purchase of a $17.9 million mega mansion in the guard-gated and high-profile Hidden Hills enclave in Los Angeles' far western suburbs. Since it was never publicly listed, little is known about Wade's newest home. But research revealed that their brand new stone-accented house sits at the top of a hill. The whole property measures in at more than 22,000 square feet spread over 3 floors. It has 7 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms, plus a double-height rotunda entry with a spiral staircase, a state-of-the-art home theater, a wine storage, a tasting room, and a fitness suite complete with a sauna.
I like new sheets every day on my bed. I don't think clean towels every day.
The newest Wade home is also equipped with a 12-car garage, a zero-edge swimming pool, and a poolside cabana. Now for the main event. The last one on this list is the most famous NBA star of this generation.
LeBron for that board. And how about James? Oh, long-range missile for LeBron James.
The king himself, LeBron James.
LeBron James putting on the finishing touches.
Needless to say, a man like LeBron James has more than one property. Aside from his mansion in his hometown, Akron, Ohio, the NBA superstar also purchased a $21 million house in Brentwood Park in 2015, which remains as his biggest property to date. It's easy to see why even LeBron himself fell in love with this luxury home, as it features 8 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, glass doors to open the foyer, 14-foot ceilings, and reclaimed marble floors. Numerous sliding glass pocket doors adorn the establishment, which creates an indoor-outdoor living plan. It is almost everything you can imagine for a modern dream house. The master room is in its own wing on the 2nd floor with custom oak floors, a marble fireplace, private patio with ocean views, and 2 store-worthy walk-in closets. How incredible! So, over the years, NBA teams have steadily increased their contract price, with ridiculous rates like $200 million for rookie players. This has a direct effect on how big and how unbelievably expensive these players' homes have become. So it's just about right to keep you updated with the most expensive, most jaw-dropping, and most ridiculous mansions bought by NBA players. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at their cribs. Thanks for watching.